Every season of the year has something special. Spring has new flowers. Summer has long, sunny days. Winter has snow and cozy holidays. Many people like these seasons, but for me, one season is the very best. My favorite season is autumn. Autumn is also called fall. It is the season between summer and winter. I love autumn for many reasons. The air is cool and fresh. The trees change colors. There are many fun things to do. In this article, I will tell you why autumn is my favorite season. I will compare autumn to the other seasons, spring, summer, and winter. I will show you why autumn is so unique and wonderful to me. Spring is a season of new beginnings. After a long, cold winter, spring arrives. The weather gets warmer, the snow melts, the days start to get longer. Many people feel happy when spring comes. In spring, nature wakes up. Little green leaves start to appear on the trees. Flowers begin to bloom. You can see yellow daffodils, colorful tulips, and pretty cherry blossoms. The grass turns green again. Birds start to sing their happy songs in the morning. Baby animals are born like little lambs and fluffy chicks. There is a feeling of new life everywhere. The weather in spring can be a little tricky. Some days are warm and sunny. You might want to go outside without a big coat. But other days can be cool and rainy. Sometimes there are spring showers. The rain helps the plants and flowers grow. The air in spring often smells fresh, especially after it rains. It can smell like wet earth and new grass. People do many things in spring. They might plant flowers or vegetables in their gardens. They might go for walks to see the new leaves and flowers. Children like to play outside because the weather is getting nicer. Some people do spring cleaning in their homes, making everything fresh and tidy. Spring is a lovely season with its new life and fresh feelings. But I like autumn more. Here are some reasons why. One big reason is the colors. Spring has beautiful flowers and the trees turn green. This is very nice. But the colors of autumn are amazing to me. In autumn, the leaves on the trees change from green to bright red, deep orange, golden yellow, and rich brown. Walking through a park or a forest in autumn is like walking through a painting. The colors are so warm and vibrant. Spring colors are bright too, but autumn colors feel more cozy and rich to me. I love to see the mix of all the different colored leaves on the trees and on the ground. Another reason is the weather. Spring weather can be very changeable. One day it might be warm, and the next day it might be cold and rainy. You never quite know what to expect. Autumn weather, especially in early to mid-autumn, is often more stable. The days are usually sunny and cool. The air feels crisp and fresh. It's not too hot like summer and not too cold like winter. It's perfect weather for being outside. I like knowing that the day will probably be pleasant. In spring, I sometimes get caught in unexpected rain. I also prefer the activities in autumn. In spring, people are busy planting and cleaning. These are good things to do. But in autumn, the activities feel more relaxed and fun to me. I love going for walks in the cool air, listening to the crunch of leaves under my feet. I enjoy visiting apple orchards to pick fresh apples. Making apple pie or drinking warm apple cider is a special autumn treat. Spring has Easter, which is nice, but autumn has Halloween and Thanksgiving in some countries, which I find very cozy and fun. The feeling of autumn is also different from spring. Spring feels like a fresh start, which is good, but autumn feels cozy and comfortable. As the days get shorter and cooler, it's nice to wear warm sweaters and drink hot chocolate. It feels like a time to slow down and enjoy the simple things. Spring can feel a bit busy, with everything growing and changing so quickly. Autumn has a more peaceful feeling for me. Even the smells are different. Spring smells like new flowers and wet earth. Autumn smells like dry leaves, wood smoke from fireplaces, and sometimes cinnamon and pumpkin from baking. I love the earthy, slightly sweet smell of autumn leaves. So while spring is a beautiful season that brings new life, I prefer the rich colors, the crisp and stable weather, the cozy activities, and the peaceful feeling of autumn. The way nature prepares for winter in autumn is, for me, more beautiful and comforting than the way it wakes up in spring. Summer is a season that many people love, especially children. School is out, and there are long holidays. The weather is usually hot, and the days are very long. Summer is known for its sunshine and heat. The sun shines brightly for many hours each day. The days are the longest in summer, so there is a lot of daylight for activities. Temperatures can get very high, making people want to find ways to cool down. Nature in summer is very green and full. Trees have all their leaves, and they are a deep green color. Flowers that started in spring continue to bloom, and new summer flowers appear. Gardens are full of vegetables and fruits growing. You can hear bees buzzing around the flowers, and sometimes the sound of crickets or cicadas in the evenings. People do many outdoor activities in summer. Going to the beach is very popular. People swim in the ocean, play in the sand, and relax in the sun. Swimming in lakes or pools is also common. Many families go on vacation in the summer. They might visit new cities, go camping in the mountains, or visit amusement parks. Barbecues are also a big part of summer, with people cooking and eating outside with friends and family. People often wear light clothes like shorts, t-shirts, and sandals. They might eat ice cream and drink cold lemonade to stay cool. Summer has a lot of fun things, like vacations and sunshine. But I still like autumn more than summer. Here are my reasons. The main reason is the temperature. Summer can be very, very hot. Sometimes it's too hot to do anything comfortably outside during the middle of the day. You can feel sweaty and tired from the heat. I much prefer the cool, comfortable temperatures of autumn. In autumn, it's pleasant to be outside. You can wear a light jacket or a cozy sweater. You don't feel too hot or too cold. This makes it much nicer to go for walks, hikes, or just sit outside and enjoy nature. Another reason is the atmosphere. Summer can feel very busy and sometimes a bit loud. Beaches are crowded, parks are full, and there's a lot of activity everywhere. This can be fun, but I prefer the calmer, more peaceful atmosphere of autumn. As autumn arrives, things start to quiet down a little. The light also changes. Summer light is very bright and direct. Autumn light is softer and has a golden quality, especially in the late afternoon. This golden light makes the colorful leaves look even more beautiful. I also find autumn activities more appealing than many summer ones. While swimming is nice, I don't enjoy being too hot in the sun for long periods. In autumn, I love activities like visiting a pumpkin patch to choose the perfect pumpkin. I enjoy hayrides through fields. Collecting colorful leaves is a simple pleasure. The feeling of preparing for the cozy seasons of late autumn and winter is something I look forward to. Summer activities are often about staying cool, while autumn activities are about enjoying the comfortable weather and the beauty of the changing season. The bugs are another small reason. In summer, there can be many mosquitoes, flies, and other insects that can be annoying, especially in the evenings. In autumn, as the weather cools down, there are far fewer bugs to bother you when you are outside. This makes outdoor time more pleasant. Even the food seems cozier in autumn. Summer has fresh berries and salads, which are nice. But autumn brings warm apple pies, pumpkin soup, roasted vegetables, and warm drinks like spiced cider or hot chocolate. These foods feel comforting and match the cozy feeling of the season. So, while summer offers long sunny days and fun holidays, I prefer autumn's comfortable temperatures, its peaceful golden atmosphere, its unique cozy activities, and its comforting foods. The extreme heat of summer is something I don't miss when autumn arrives with its gentle coolness. Winter is the coldest season of the year. The days are short and the nights are long. In many places, winter brings snow, ice, and freezing temperatures. Winter is known for its cold weather. The air can be biting cold, and you need to wear warm clothes like heavy coats, hats, scarves, and gloves to stay warm when you go outside. Sometimes, the wind is very strong and makes it feel even colder. In many parts of the world, winter brings snow. A fresh snowfall can make everything look beautiful and white. Trees are often bare, without their leaves, but they can look magical when covered in snow or frost. Sometimes, icicles hang from the roofs of houses. Lakes and ponds can freeze over. Animals in winter often hibernate or have to find ways to stay warm and find food. Some birds fly to warmer places for the winter. The world can seem very quiet after a heavy snowfall. People have different ways of spending time in winter. Some people love winter sports like skiing, snowboarding, ice skating or sledding. Building a snowman or having a snowball fight can be fun, especially for children. Inside, people try to stay warm and cozy. They might light fires in their fireplaces, drink hot drinks like tea or coffee, and read books or watch movies. Winter also has important holidays in many cultures, like Christmas, Hanukkah, and New Year's Eve. These holidays often involve spending time with family and friends, sharing special meals, and giving gifts. These celebrations can bring warmth and cheer to the cold, dark days of winter. Winter can be beautiful with its snow, and the holiday season is often a happy time. However, I definitely prefer autumn over winter. Here are my reasons. The biggest reason is the weather and comfort. Winter is often too cold for me. I don't enjoy feeling freezing cold when I go outside. Even with warm clothes, the cold can sometimes seep in. Autumn has cool weather, but it's usually a pleasant, refreshing coolness, not a biting cold. I can enjoy being outside in autumn for much longer periods without feeling uncomfortable. The need to bundle up in many layers of clothes in winter can also feel a bit restrictive. Another important reason is the amount of daylight. In winter, the days are very short, and it gets dark very early in the afternoon. This can sometimes make me feel a bit gloomy. Autumn days are shorter than summer days, but there is still plenty of daylight to enjoy, especially in early autumn. The sunlight in autumn, as I mentioned, has a beautiful golden quality, while winter sunlight, when it appears, can feel a bit weak. The appearance of nature is also a factor. A snowy landscape in winter can be stunning, it's true. But it can also look quite stark and bare once the initial beauty fades or if there isn't much snow. Trees are mostly just branches. In autumn, nature is full of vibrant colors. The leaves are red, orange, and yellow. Even as the leaves fall, they create a beautiful carpet on the ground. This colorful display feels much more cheerful and alive to me than the often gray or white landscapes of winter. Outdoor activities are also more appealing to me in autumn. While some people love winter sports, I am not very skilled at them, and I don't like the risk of falling on ice. In autumn, I can enjoy simple, safe activities like walking, hiking, visiting farms, or just sitting in a park. The ground is not slippery with ice or snow. It's easier to be active and enjoy the outdoors. The transition itself is also something I prefer in autumn. Autumn is a transition from the heat of summer to the cold of winter, but it does so gently and beautifully. Winter is often just cold, and the transition into spring can take a long time. The feeling of autumn is one of preparing for coziness, whereas winter sometimes just feels like enduring the cold. While the holidays in winter are special, the overall feeling of winter, with its cold, darkness, and sometimes difficult travel conditions due to snow or ice, makes it less enjoyable for me than autumn. Autumn feels like a gentle hug from nature before the deep sleep of winter. It's a time of beauty, comfort, and pleasant activity. So far, I have compared autumn to spring, summer, and winter, and explained why I prefer autumn over each of them. Now, I want to talk more about what makes autumn so uniquely special to me. It's not just about being better than other seasons. Autumn has its own distinct magic. The most striking, unique quality of autumn is its incredible display of colors. No other season offers such a widespread and vibrant transformation of the landscape. The leaves on deciduous trees change from green to brilliant shades of red, orange, yellow, purple, and brown. This isn't just one or two trees. It's entire forests, parks, and streets that become a canvas of warm hues. This phenomenon, called fall foliage, draws people from all over to witness its beauty. The science behind it, chlorophyll breaking down to reveal other pigments, is interesting, but the visual impact is purely emotional and breathtaking. The spring has green, summer has deep green, and winter can have white, but none have this rich, warm, and varied palette. The air in autumn has a special quality. It's often described as crisp. This means it's cool, fresh, and invigorating. After the often heavy, humid air of late summer, the first cool, crisp breezes of autumn feel wonderfully refreshing. It's the kind of air that makes you want to take a deep breath. It's clean and clear. This crispness is different from the biting cold of winter or the sometimes pollen-heavy air of spring. It's perfect for outdoor activities because you don't get too hot, and the air itself feels energizing. The quality of sunlight in autumn is also unique. As the Earth's axis tilts, the sun is lower in the sky for much of the day. This creates a softer, warmer, more golden light compared to the harsh, direct sunlight of summer. This golden light enhances the colors of the autumn leaves, making them seem to glow. Photographers often call the time around sunrise and sunset the golden hour. And in autumn, it feels like this beautiful light lasts longer or is present more often throughout the day. It gives a magical, almost nostalgic feel to the scenery. Autumn has a very distinct and comforting set of smells. There's the earthy scent of fallen leaves, slightly damp and sweet. There's often the smell of wood smoke from fireplaces as people start to use them again. If you live near apple orchards or farms, you might smell ripe apples or pumpkins. Inside, there are the smells of autumn baking cinnamon, nutmeg, cloves, apples, and pumpkin. These scents are cozy and evocative, instantly bringing to mind the feeling of autumn. No other season has this particular combination of earthy, smoky, and spicy aromas. Autumn is traditionally the harvest season. It's a time when farmers gather the crops they have grown all year. This means there is an abundance of fresh seasonal food. Apples, pumpkins, squash, grapes, nuts, and many root vegetables are at their best in autumn. Farmers' markets are full of colorful produce. This sense of abundance and gathering in the harvest is a very old and satisfying part of human experience. It connects us to the land and the cycles of nature. This feeling of plentiful food and preparation for winter is unique to autumn. As the weather cools and the days get shorter, autumn brings a natural desire for coziness. It's a time for warm sweaters, hot drinks, comfortable blankets, and good books. There's a feeling of slowing down after the busy energy of summer. This also makes it a good time for reflection. The changing season, with leaves falling, can remind us of the cycles of life and the passage of time. It can be a peaceful time to think and appreciate the present moment. This particular blend of outdoor beauty and indoor coziness is very special to autumn. This might seem like a small thing, but the sound of walking through dry, fallen leaves is uniquely autumnal. That satisfying crunch and rustle underfoot is a sound many people associate strongly and fondly with this season. It's a simple pleasure, but it's one that you don't get in spring, summer, or winter unless the leaves are very old and dry under snow. These are just some of the things that make autumn so unique and special. It's a season that delights all the senses: sight, smell, sound, touch, and taste, in a way that is distinct from any other time of year. As I have explained, every season has its own good points. Spring brings fresh new life and pretty flowers. Summer offers long, sunny days for holidays and outdoor fun. Winter can be beautiful with its white snow and joyful festive celebrations. I can appreciate the good things about each of these seasons. However, for me, autumn will always be the most special and my absolute favorite season. When I compare autumn to spring, I love autumn's amazing colors of red, orange, and yellow leaves much more than the greens of spring. The weather in autumn feels more stable and comfortable than the often unpredictable and rainy days of spring. The cozy feeling of autumn is more appealing to me than the busy energy of spring. When I compare autumn to summer, I am so happy to leave the extreme heat of summer behind. Autumn's cool, crisp air is perfect. Summer can be too hot to really enjoy being outside for long. The golden light of autumn is softer and more beautiful than the bright, harsh light of summer. And I prefer the quiet, peaceful activities of autumn, like walking through colorful forests, to the crowded and sometimes noisy activities of summer. When I compare autumn to winter, I appreciate that autumn is cool but not freezing cold. I can still enjoy many outdoor activities in autumn without feeling too cold or needing too many layers of clothes. The days in autumn are longer and brighter than the very short, dark days of winter. The colorful beauty of autumn leaves feels more cheerful to me than the often bare and stark look of winter. Beyond these comparisons, autumn has so many unique qualities that I adore. The incredible display of colorful leaves is like a natural work of art. The fresh, crisp air is so refreshing to breathe. The special golden sunlight makes everything look magical. The smells of fallen leaves, wood smoke, and autumn spices are so comforting. It is a time of harvest with wonderful seasonal foods, and it brings a feeling of coziness and peace, a time to slow down and enjoy simple pleasures, like the sound of crunching leaves under my feet. For all these reasons, autumn holds a very special place in my heart. It's a season that makes me feel happy, calm, and grateful. It's a feast for the senses and a comfort for the soul. While I can find things to enjoy in every part of the year, the unique combination of beauty, comfort, and gentle energy in autumn makes it, for me, the perfect season. It's a time I always look forward to, and its arrival always feels like welcoming an old, dear friend.